G'day, I'm Dr. Friday and welcome to my homepage. From here, you're going to be able to find out all kinds of fabulous things. First, you're going to know about my tax services. As an enrolled agent, guess what? That means I have been licensed by the Internal Revenue Service. I have been tested. I know tax law and I can help you save more money. Then, of course, you can get our free tax guides right here. Also, our free tax organizers, very important. If you don't know where your money is, how are we going to help you save tax dollars? Also, our free newsletters. Then let's talk about our accounting services. For $100 a month, we can save you more than 50% by outsourcing your accounting to my firm. Payroll? You can't beat the prices. Just click on payroll and find out more information. QuickBook classes. We are certified QuickBook advisors, which just means we know QuickBooks and we can help you understand and save an awful lot of time. So click on QuickBooks and find out more information. Treps Camp. This is an awesome thing for your kids. We are entrepreneurs, and as an entrepreneur, you need to start training your children to understand, get the self-esteem, get the motivation. Click on Treps Camp and sign your kids up this year for our new camp. And also the safety bracelets. Safety bracelets are just that. They're great looking bracelets. They say listen on them, and if their kids have a trouble communicating, these bracelets will tell them exactly how to contact you. Then, of course, at the top of my webpage, go up there and click on TV. Find out about my TV show. You can even watch some of the segments. And radio, listen to me. You can always listen live every Saturday, but you can also listen to some of the podcasts. Live events. If you'd like to book me in to do some of your speaking events, or you'd like to find out where I'm at doing live events, click on live events and find out more information. And don't forget the approved business consultants. Approved business consultants are people I have found that do an awesome job at what they do, and I recommend them to you. So just start clicking away and find out more information about Dr. Friday Tax and Financial Firm. G'day, I'm Dr. Friday, and this is the Dr. Friday Show, and I know I look pretty spiffy in my red hats. I want to shine against all these experts sitting here. And what I want to do today, because you guys have been watching these guys for the last couple weeks on the show, actually almost, 6 weeks by this point, and I want you guys to really get to know who these guys are. So I'm going to ask them very quickly to tell us a little bit, and we're going to start. Bryn, tell them what an independent business broker is.
Well, an independent business broker is all about helping sellers and buyers set expectations for a successful transfer of the ownership of a business.
Great, because that will lead right into what Lane does a little bit. Lane, tell them a little bit about what you do.
I work for Fifth Third Bank. I help people handle the transfer of a business through financing. So we can finance the sale of the business, the startup of a new business, or expansion of an existing business.
And we're going to get more into some of that. And then Dan, tell them a little bit about, because you're a little different than Dan,
Sure.
Bryn, excuse me, on that situation.
Well, think of me as a franchise matchmaker. I work with people who want to find out if business ownership is right for them, and if so, what franchise would be the best fit.
Well, that makes it simple. And of course, you guys all know I'm all about money. That's right, taxes and money. And then we have Van over here. And you guys are your own independent insurance, right? Tell them a little bit.
We're an independent insurance agency, and we work with small businesses and individuals to develop their risk appetite and then to make sure that they're properly insured to make sure that they don't have any sort of catastrophic loss that could jeopardize their business.
Like a big flood. Which we've all faced here in Tennessee not too long ago, which was probably one of the hardest things a lot of my businesses had to come through. And thank goodness, the heart of the entrepreneur is amazing, I'll tell you that. Yeah. Okay, so if I'm an independent business person and I'm thinking, okay, I want to sell, do I just kind of go and call you and say, I'm ready to sell, Bryn?
Well, that happens a lot. Generally, I would have to say my ideal client is the person that calls me 3 to 5 years in anticipation of making that decision.
Yes.
Because the objective of selling a business really should be to prepare you to take the next step in your life, whatever that is. So both the buyer and the seller of a business need a vision. You know, where are they going? What do they want to do? And selling a business is a stepping stone to that. And it's a difficult one because most business owners that, in my experience, identify themselves by the business that they run and that they operate. That's who they are.
And so, and by having that kind of information, that's going to make Lane's job a little bit easier because you have to have paperwork, right?
I have to have paperwork, And one of the biggest mistakes we see with small businesses is that they don't keep very sophisticated financial reports. And so that's where a great CPA comes in handy, and that's where a really good business broker can help them put all those pieces together to have a better financial package for the bank to be able to look at.
And Dan, I mean, and yours is, even though you don't necessarily get into the resale, because you're really trying to get people right to work in a sense.
Right.
I was at corporate America, and I've got a little money, and maybe I'm thinking about going into a new phase in my life.
Sure.
You're kind of the guy they want to call to find out, because
By all
what's
means.
nice,
Yeah.
what's nice I like about your business, it's a little bit different than Bryn, is the fact is, if you've never been self-employed, I am for franchising, because I think the heart of an entrepreneur is something that you either know or don't know. And almost all of us here have a lot of experience in that. But if you're coming from corporate America, you might want that structure. But maybe you don't want to go into restauranting. Is there really anything but restaurants and franchising?
Oh, by all means, by all means. I mean, many sectors could be education, automotive, consulting, senior care, fitness, hair cutting, B2B, service-oriented. I mean, you name it, there are a lot of different
So
choices.
that excuse you had that you really can't find a business that fits what you want to do, it's just an excuse. It's lame.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Sure.
And then, of course, one of the things you want to get into, especially if you're running a business right now, Van, you and I are a little bit more on that side of things, is my clients are every day working, self-employed. I find a lot of my clients don't know much about work comp, or they're over or underinsured. Is there any way of them kind of knowing, what they should or should have? Because, I mean, apparently their insurance person isn't helping them.
Yeah, so if you have 4 or more employees plus yourself, you're required by the state to carry work comp insurance. Now, just because you have fewer than 4 employees doesn't necessarily mean that you shouldn't carry it if work comp is for any sort of work-related injury.
Yeah.
So,
Even that lame one where they say they type too much.
Yeah, carpal tunnel.
Sorry, my business, that's what, it's not like we're lifting anything, right? I'm sorry, my behind hurts and my fingers hurt, I mean, it's just the way. But you're right, I mean, work comp, and I think a lot of people, because we've had a couple audits where the state has come back and found out that these people didn't have, and then you're talking money, guys. You're talking,
fines.
now how about umbrella policies or those kind of things? Is this something a small business person should look into, or is that really more individuals? Or a combination?
There are commercial umbrellas and personal umbrellas. If you're a small business and your landlord requires $1 million in liability per occurrence and $2 million aggregate, which is very typical, you might not need an umbrella. And you might, if you were to purchase a $5 million umbrella, you might find yourself overinsured and paying money that you don't need to spend.
See, that's something too. So if you have a great insurance person, they're going to help watch the money. And then, of course, banks sometimes do require insurance as well. So not just knowing this, and we know franchises sometimes did. So it's really,
Landlords to require them.
the landlord. So you got to have a good team of experts, because if each one of us just did our job, the problem is you're only getting one part of the picture. You really need the whole picture to make sure everybody is getting 100%, and that you're able to expand your business because the finances are together, that you're not over or underinsured. All right, we're going to be coming back with more of these 13 weeks to getting you off the sofa and getting you to work. We'll be right back.